the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now
Alright, I'm not gonna lie. Having a fifth wheel setup is much nicer. Even though I got the camera, I've already shown you guys in other videos, this box is so big, right about here, it cuts my field of view from my gooseneck connection. So if I had a smaller box, I'd be set, but literally it took me like 15 attempts, it seems like. It was ridiculous. But I'm gonna go ahead and set you on the tripod and set her down. Alright, I'm going to show you guys how you hook this up. So you need to have a safety pin on here. Kind of kick this and it falls in and locks in. Put your safety pin back on. Have your chains, make sure they're not all twisted and tangled up. And then what everyone messes up on is their breakaway cable. It needs to be connected to something different than what your chains are. So I hook up my breakaway cable to my fuel box. It's a separate connection. And that's really about it. I already plugged in my cables. So now I'm gonna walk around and do my pre-trip. Alright guys, we are back on the road. We got another storage container going to Montana. Picking this up was a hassle. It took almost 3 hours to get this loaded. As soon as I get there, their forklift or whatever it is broke down, so looks like I got some detention pay for that. But anyways, the sun just set, the lights just turned on, it's 4:45 and there's parking, so just know that those parking lots fill up at 5 o'clock, so get your parking. All right, the sun's coming up. We are going to try and do 420 miles and deliver today. But it sounds like the customer plans on going home around like 2 o'clock, so I may have to wait till tomorrow morning to actually drop it. I'm gonna call him later on today around 10 to make final plans. But since we're on the road driving, I thought I'd tell you about this story. So Non CDL Hotshot, and he was just openly telling me that he doesn't run a book, he doesn't run logs, he doesn't run numbers, he doesn't have a license plate, he doesn't get trip reports or wherever you got to do the like travel to different states. He doesn't do any of it. He rides dirty all the time. He has a DOT number, that's how he books his loads, but he doesn't actually display his numbers. And I was like, well, how do you get away with that? And he straight up told me he just doesn't stop at a way station, he just drives by. And apparently he said the worst that can happen is you'll get a $1,000 fine, and then they have the ability to shut your DOT number down. But he was telling me you just get a partner and you just get another DOT number and keep on going. I'm like, this stuff sounds crazy. But it made a lot of sense when he was telling me that he got stuck in a snowstorm. And he told me he was driving like 20 hours that day. And then he got stuck in a snowstorm. And I'm like, first of all, I can't even sit in the vehicle driving for 20 hours. You know, after 4 or 5 hours, I gotta get out, I gotta stretch, I gotta do something else. Like, driving is, you know, is not the life. So I don't know how he does it, and it sounds very unsafe. And it sounds like they stay busy just like I do, but it sounds like they're running loads cheap. He was like, oh yeah, $2 a mile is good money. I'm like, what do you mean $2 a mile is good money? I need like $2.60. So it sounds like they're taking cheap freight, running illegal, and just trying to make a buck. But I don't know. I saw them. These are all people that I saw at the dry box in Portland. I saw 2 different hotshotters. The one was telling me he ran illegal, and then the other one was telling me that every once in a while he's overweight, either on the trailer or on the truck axle, and they just run it, which is crazy that they just run it. And the other guy, I saw him, he passed me on the highway, and it was super windy out, first of all. So I was going the speed limit, 60 miles an hour through this super, I mean, it was a 2-hand on the steering wheel, windy situation. And this guy comes flying past me like 70, 75 miles an hour. So they're not even doing the speed limit because they're not CDL drivers, you know, so they don't care about none of that stuff. And then also I noticed the biggest thing that annoyed me was his straps. He doesn't know that if you put a twist in your strap, it's not gonna flop around and go bang, 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 bang all the way down the road. But that's my little drama vent, I guess, from yesterday. And yeah, I'll let you know how everything else goes. There are some clouds over here in Oregon, so hopefully it stays back a little bit so I can get over the pass and it doesn't snow. We'll see. Alright guys, I'm in Post Falls, Idaho, about to cross over the pass into Montana for my delivery in Victor, Montana. But I wanted to give you an update. It's been so cold out that my auxiliary fuel tank is, you know, I got the auto shut off valve and everything on the pump. It's getting so cold. It's been below 33 almost all day, and the fuel is getting thick, I guess, or maybe possibly starting to gel, because it's not pumping as fast as it normally does, and it keeps shutting off without it like pumping normal. So I bought some diesel treatment. Haven't used it before. It's expensive, so not super excited about using it, but I think I need to do it. It's you know, it's exposed out to the elements, and when I'm trying to refuel, I need to be able to refuel. So that, it is cold, it's winter. Also, my inverter, the light turns on, but when I plug my phone into the outlet, it's not charging. So far that's the first thing that has happened with the truck that, I don't know, possibly is broken. Maybe it's a fuse. I tried looking for a fuse. I looked through all the fuse boxes. I didn't see a fuse for it. So I'm gonna try to get into the forums later on tonight and see if I can fix that myself. Otherwise, should be covered under warranty. But yeah, that's about it. I'm about to get back on the road and cross over this pass. All right, we are in a winter wonderland, but nice driving conditions. And we have a couple days before any predicted snowfall. So in a good place, in a good position. About 30 minutes out from making this delivery, and yeah, everything's going well. All right guys, it is 19 degrees out during the day. This whole trip it's been freezing at 33 or below, and my fuel mileage has gone to shit. Normally I get like 7 miles a gallon on these storage containers over here. I'm getting 5 or 5.5. So I put the grill on. I saw on a forum the first sign of your engine not being warm enough is your fuel mileage dropping. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it out and see how it works. It's a winter wonderland, but it's just snowing tonight, and then the next 5 days all around me it's supposed to be nice weather, so it's not much. It's like an inch of snow, so they should have all the roads cleared and everything tomorrow, and should be good to get another load. Well, it says it's 1 degree outside. It is absolutely cold, but it is very beautiful. So thought I'd show you the little scenic area. Looks real different with snow on the ground. All right guys, we'll see you next week.